Today, we dive deep into the murky waters of Hollywood's elite, where charm often masks a darker side. The first name that comes to mind is a once beloved actor whose off-screen antics have left many shaking their heads. Known for his explosive temper and unpredictable behavior, he has alienated co-stars and crew alike, leaving a trail of broken relationships in his wake. Moving on, we encounter a director whose reputation for being difficult is legendary. His harsh criticism and demanding nature have made working with him a nightmare for many, leading to numerous public disputes. Next, we find a starlet whose diva behavior has become infamous. Reports of her demanding special treatment and throwing tantrums on set have made her a pariah among industry insiders. Then, there's the actor whose arrogance knows no bounds. His refusal to acknowledge anyone below his status has earned him a reputation as one of the most self-centered figures in the business. As we continue, we uncover a producer whose shady dealings and manipulative tactics have left a lasting stain on the industry. His willingness to exploit others for personal gain has made him a notorious figure. Another name on our list is an actor whose public persona contrasts sharply with his off-screen behavior. His history of harassment and disrespect towards women has sparked outrage and led to significant backlash. The next individual is a comedian whose sharp wit often crosses the line into cruelty. His jokes, while funny to some, have hurt many and created a toxic atmosphere. Following him is a singer whose erratic behavior and public meltdowns have overshadowed her talent, leaving fans and colleagues bewildered. Finally, we spotlight a filmmaker whose controversial statements and actions have sparked outrage and debate. His disregard for the feelings of others has made him a polarizing figure in Hollywood. Each of these individuals has left an indelible mark on the industry, not for their talent, but for their behavior that many would label as jerk-like. Known as Uncle Milty, Milton Berle was a prominent figure in the world of comedy and television. However, his legacy is not without controversy. Berle faced accusations of being a thief of bad gags, as many comedians claimed he would take their jokes and use them in his performances without credit. This behavior created a rift in the comedy community, leading to resentment among his peers. One notable strained relationship was with RuPaul, who expressed frustration over Berle's overbearing nature and lack of respect for others in the industry. This tension highlighted Berle's reputation for being difficult to work with. Additionally, his behavior led to a lifetime ban from hosting Saturday Night Live. The show's producers cited his tendency to recycle old comedy bits and his domineering presence as reasons for this decision. Despite his talent and influence, these aspects of his personality have left a shadow over his career. Renowned for his incredible dancing talent and charm, Gene Kelly is often celebrated as one of the greatest entertainers in Hollywood history. However, beneath the surface of his dazzling performances, there are whispers of a darker side. Allegations have surfaced regarding a controversial donation he reportedly made to the Irish Republican Army, or IRA. This connection raises eyebrows and questions about his political affiliations and beliefs. The IRA is known for its involvement in violent political causes, and such a donation could suggest that Kelly had sympathies towards these actions. While many remember him for his iconic roles in films like Singin' in the Rain and An American in Paris, this aspect of his life complicates his legacy. Fans and critics alike grapple with the idea that a beloved figure could have ties to such contentious issues. This duality in Kelly's character adds a layer of complexity to his public persona, making him a subject of both admiration and scrutiny. The contrast between his joyful on-screen presence and the serious implications of his alleged actions invites deeper reflection on the nature of celebrity and the hidden facets of those we idolize. Mickey Rooney's life was filled with ups and downs, making him a controversial figure in Hollywood. His tell-all autobiography revealed many secrets about his personal life, including numerous marriages and affairs that raised eyebrows. Rooney was married 8 times, and his relationships often made headlines. His behavior off-screen was just as scandalous, with stories of wild parties and tumultuous romances. One of the most talked-about claims was his alleged relationship with a young Elizabeth Taylor, which stirred much debate and speculation. These allegations painted a picture of a man who, despite his immense talent and success as an actor, struggled with personal demons and a chaotic lifestyle. Rooney's life story serves as a reminder of the darker aspects of fame, where the glitz and glamour often hide a more complicated reality. His legacy is a mix of brilliant performances and a tumultuous personal life that continues to intrigue and shock. Despite her glamorous image and status as a Hollywood icon, Zia Seza Gabor was often remembered for her unpleasant demeanor. Known for her sharp tongue and extravagant lifestyle, she became a controversial figure in the entertainment industry. One of the most troubling aspects of her life was her relationship with her daughter, Francesca Hilton. Zasa's marriage to hotel magnate Conrad Hilton brought wealth and fame, but it also led to significant family strife. When Zia Seza passed away, she left Francesca with minimal inheritance, which was a stark contrast to the billionaire status of her father. This lack of financial support contributed to Francesca's struggles throughout her life. She faced numerous challenges, including financial difficulties that ultimately led to her being penniless. The fallout from Zia Seza's decisions left a lasting impact on Francesca, highlighting the complexities of their relationship and the darker side of fame and fortune in Hollywood. Joan Crawford's legacy is marked by a fierce rivalry with fellow actress Bette Davis, which became one of Hollywood's most famous feuds. Their competition was fueled by jealousy and professional ambition, leading to a bitter relationship that played out both on and off the screen. This animosity was highlighted during the filming of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, where their mutual disdain was palpable. Beyond her professional life, Crawford's personal life was equally controversial. Her parenting style, as depicted in the memoir Mommy Dearest, painted a troubling picture of her relationship with her children. The book, written by her daughter Christina, accused Crawford of emotional and physical abuse, revealing a darker side to the glamorous actress. These allegations contributed to a complex image of Crawford, who was both a celebrated star and a figure of scandal. Her strained family relationships and the controversies surrounding her parenting have left a lasting impact on how she is remembered in Hollywood history. John Wayne, a legendary figure in Hollywood, is best known for his roles as a rugged cowboy in classic Western films. However, his legacy is not without controversy. He held strong opinions that many found divisive. Wayne openly supported political figures who were often criticized for their views, which added to the complexity of his public persona. His statements included remarks that were considered racist and homophobic, reflecting attitudes that were prevalent in his time, but are now widely condemned. Despite these troubling aspects, Wayne had a complicated relationship with the LGBTQ community. He maintained a friendship with Rock Hudson, a well-known gay actor, which showcased a more nuanced side to his character. This friendship stood in contrast to some of his public statements, leading many to question how he truly felt about LGBTQ individuals. Wayne's legacy is a mix of iconic performances and problematic views, making him a polarizing figure in Hollywood history. The severe discipline that Bing Crosby enforced in his household had lasting and tragic effects on his family. His strict approach to parenting created an environment that was often filled with fear and anxiety. This atmosphere contributed to deep emotional struggles for his children. Two of Bing's children faced significant mental health challenges, suffering from depression that ultimately led to their tragic decisions to take their own lives. These heartbreaking outcomes highlight the devastating impact of Bing's behavior and the consequences of his rigid parenting style. The legacy of his actions serves as a stark reminder of how the pressures and expectations placed on children can lead to dire consequences. The pain experienced by his family underscores the importance of understanding and nurturing emotional well-being in a supportive environment. The story of Bing Crosby's family is a poignant example of how even those in the spotlight can struggle with personal demons, leaving a lasting mark on their loved ones. Despite his charming public persona, Bing Crosby's life behind the scenes was not as idyllic as it seemed. His eldest son, Gary, opened up about the darker aspects of their family life in a tell-all biography. Gary described his father's harsh disciplinary methods, which included the use of a studded leather lieutenant. This revelation painted a troubling picture of a man who, while beloved by many for his smooth voice and charismatic performances, had a much more severe side at home. The book also detailed an extreme method of punishment known as the drowning treatment, which was reportedly administered by housekeepers. This method involved holding a child underwater as a form of discipline, a practice that raises serious concerns about the emotional and physical well-being of the children involved. Such accounts challenge the image of Bing Crosby as a gentle entertainer and reveal a complex and troubling legacy that contrasts sharply with his public persona. The revelations from Gary Crosby's biography serve as a reminder that even the most celebrated figures can have hidden flaws and troubling behaviors. Known for her fiery personality, Bette Davis often made headlines for her shocking incidents. One memorable event occurred in a restaurant where her explosive temper led to a public outburst that cleared the entire place. This incident showcased not only her strong character, but also the intensity of her emotions, which could easily turn a calm setting into chaos. Additionally, there was a mysterious poisoning incident involving her eyewash that added to the intrigue surrounding her life. This strange occurrence raised questions about her relationships and the people around her. Was it an accident, or was there something more sinister at play? Such incidents reflect the perilous nature of her interactions, hinting at the drama that often surrounded her both on and off the screen. Bette Davis was not just an actress. She was a force of nature whose life was filled with intense moments that captivated the public's attention. Despite their on-screen chemistry in the famous road movies, Bing Crosby and Bob Hope had a complicated relationship off-screen. They starred together in 7 films, showcasing their comedic talents and musical abilities, which made them beloved by audiences. However, behind the scenes, things were quite different. Bob Hope once confessed to a friend about his true feelings towards Bing Crosby, revealing a strong dislike and even detestation for him. This revelation sheds light on the often hidden tensions that can exist between co-stars, even when they appear to be the best of friends on screen. Their dynamic was marked by rivalry and competition, which may have contributed to the friction between them. While they created memorable moments in film, the reality of their relationship was far from the camaraderie that fans might have imagined. This contrast between their public personas and private feelings adds a layer of complexity to their legacy in Hollywood. Errol Flynn's life was marked by a series of controversies that have left a lasting impact on his legacy. He faced debunked allegations of being a Nazi sympathizer, which added to the complexity of his public image. Flynn was known for his charm and charisma, but his personal life was riddled with scandals, including numerous affairs that often made headlines. However, the most damaging aspects of his reputation stemmed from his involvement in 3 statutory rape trials. Although he was acquitted in each case, the mere fact that he faced such serious accusations severely tarnished his standing in Hollywood and among the public. These trials brought intense media scrutiny and public debate, overshadowing his accomplishments as an actor. Despite his talent and success in films, the controversies surrounding his personal life have led many to view him as one of the more problematic figures in Hollywood history. The combination of his alleged political leanings and the serious nature of the accusations against him paints a complicated picture of a man who was both celebrated and condemned. Despite his immense talent and influence in the film industry, Charlie Chaplin's personality often overshadowed his genius. Many accounts describe him as having a challenging demeanor, particularly towards his crew. Reports suggest that he could be harsh and demanding, expecting perfection in every aspect of his work. This intensity sometimes led to a tense atmosphere on set, where crew members felt the pressure of his high standards. In addition to his professional relationships, Chaplin's personal life was fraught with difficulties. He had several marriages and relationships that were often tumultuous, marked by allegations of emotional and physical abuse. These claims paint a picture of a man whose complexity extended far beyond the beloved character of the tramp he portrayed on screen. While his films brought joy to millions, the darker aspects of his character reveal a more complicated legacy. The contrast between his cinematic brilliance and his problematic behavior raises questions about the nature of genius and the personal struggles that can accompany